Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gold Crash. What did you do wrong? You may not have done something wrong, but maybe you did. Maybe you were in long gold and you got stopped out like a lot of other people. And they call this a flash crash. People may have been over leveraged going long into gold, and they got liquidated. That's something that may have happened. Maybe it's market manipulation, but I want to just give your attention for 5 minutes. Let's go back to my video that I made maybe a day or two after the flash crash and kind of explained what went on and what to expect. So let's take a look at that, shall we? For wick here, as we could see, this is a lower wick of the candle. You could see that a lot of people most likely got stopped out, got out of their trade for whatever reason. Maybe they were long and over leveraged and they got margin called, so they had to close their position. And a lot of people got shooken out of this trade here, this trade that they thought was going to go higher, but it didn't. It went lower, and the banks, most likely in the hedge funds, they just bought it up. And now you have this bounce back above, back to where was support, now is resistance. So if you if you wait for the candle to close, it can give you clues on what's happening next. And then now we have a next close. We have a doji, right? This could be a doji candle, and this could be literally a reversal setup. So you see this if you look at my day trading videos where we look at morning and morning reversals from the upside and the downside. You have a sharp move, and then you have a spinning top or a doji. And then you have some follow through on the upside or the downside, depending on what the direction you're trading is, the opposite direction where it's going. You have a reversal. This is a typical behavior. It's like a slingshot. So that was my previous video explaining to you exactly why I think we had a gold flash crash. Now let's take a look at today's chart, or the last business day candle, and let's see what happened. And there you have it, follow through. And exactly like I suggested, and the education that I provided, the analysis that I gave, here we have a continuation higher. A lot of people got out of that trade, and now it's going up without them. And the market likes to do that. The market likes to make you look like a fool, and the market likes to run up without you. That's what it does. And if you know that, then you don't use a stop loss in the system. There is one scenario I'm going to go over when you do actually use a stop loss, and that's when you want a riskless and emotionless trade. But we'll have to make a different video for that. But I really wanted to cover this today, show you that there is follow through. The market likes to test previous areas of support and resistance. And so you can see here, it came down here and tested these lows. And now we kind of have a lower low scenario now, which is bullish, right? You also have lower highs, which is not, so they kind of cancel each other out. And what we're really seeing here is maybe some type of consolidation before it decides to, take off to the upside. But where are we going? Probably we're going to test this breakdown candle high. So in my gap trading and short trading series that I have, definitely go to my channel, have a playlist, check those out. You'll see that we use these breakdown candles to trade against and to determine where we should get in or where we should get out. So what I would be doing if I was trading this, I would be looking to short it at 1805. I would see if it would come and test that area. And if I was going long, well, my long would have been entered after this doji here. I would have went long after I saw this doji. And then, and then if it goes lower than the previous lows is where I would get out, like closes down below here. But that's how I would do it. That's how my strategy works. Definitely, check out my videos, my Patreon members, they're seeing the fundamentals and the behind the scenes, and they have access to that. So hopefully you learned something. I just feel bad for everyone who's now out of this trade because of this type of liquidation / stop loss / fear. And Warren Buffett said it best: be greedy when people are fearful. And when you see two big red candles, if you look at the past, big red candle, good time to buy. Big red candle, good time to buy. Right? Big red candle, not so good, but right, you got a double bottom here, and if you would have got in here, right, you could see that, on the long term, you really, profited off of that type of trade. But I'm just showing you this for educational purposes. I personally, I think that, with gold is something you just buy and hold. You don't really trade gold. It's not something that, I would do anyways. I just buy and hold it. But I find that there's some good teachings here, and hopefully you learned something. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.